Hello viewers, welcome once again to Serenity TV, where we'll bring you interesting topic, real life gist, and a lot more. I am your host Gloria, as always. I'm here today once again. And today we are bringing you a very, very interesting and what I say, a bit controversial topic. It is a topic that a lot of young people are asking. It's a question a lot of young people are asking. But before we go into the topic, how are you guys doing? How is your day going? I'm here. I bring you. You know what I mean. How are you doing now? It's weekend. How is the weekend bubbling? How is everything going? And I hope you have subscribed to Serenity TV, because if you haven't, you're missing a whole lot. Well, back to the topic. Now, today we are talking about children and responsibility. Do children owe their parents financial responsibility? That is what we'll be discussing about today. And in the studio with me to discuss this, I have with me Mr. Erobiri.
Paulinus Erobiri.
Okay. Hi, Mr. Paulinus. How are you doing?
I'm fine, okay.
Hope you're good. Now, Mr. Paulinus here today is here to impact his own knowledge to us and tell us exactly what he feels about this topic. Because in many African homes today, children grow up hearing, when we train you, when you grow up, you train us in return. Now, but in today's world, with the changing economy and everything, changing values and everything, a lot of young people are asking the difficult question. Are they really, or do they really owe their parents financial responsibility? Or is it just an act of love and gratitude towards their parents? That is the topic for today. Now, Mr. Polly, how are you doing again?
I'm all right.
Okay, now the question quickly before we move. This topic, do children owe their parents financial responsibility? First of all, let us ask, what exactly is financial responsibility towards parents?
When we talk of financial responsibility, as it concerns their relationship with their parents, it's mostly the fact that every child owes something to the parents. Like taking care of them, maybe whenever they're aging or at their old age, you have to take care of your parents.
So do you think it's the children's responsibility to take care of their parents when they are aged?
Actually, we have it in Igbo, that after training a person at a time, he has the opportunity to reciprocate. In that case, the child has that responsibility. He has the responsibility to reciprocate to the parents as per giving them, supporting them at their old age.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Now, is it like a biological responsibility? Because if I should say I feel it is to appreciate parents. It should be a sign of appreciation and gratitude. Is it a biological responsibility that every child must take care of their parents in old age?
I see it as a responsibility, biological responsibility. In fact, culturally, in Africa, most times our culture demands that at a certain stage of the parents' life, they may not be opportune to be going to get one or two things. It is the responsibility of the child to help in doing some of those things. And by so doing, you are contributing to the economic life of the children, of the parents.
Okay, if you put it in that way. Now, I believe that here in Africa, most parents take advantage of what you just said now, that it is the responsibility of the child to take care of the parents when he or she, or when they are old. They take advantage of that particular saying to ask from their children. Now, is it that your children will take care of you when you're old, when you did not play your role as a parent in the life of their children?
Here in Africa, we lack social security.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike some other advanced countries, where at a time when you feel age cannot allow you to perform certain things, a parent can willingly get into a social home for them to take care. And such a parent can will a lot of things to the social home for them to use it at his old age. But in Africa, most of our investments go to our children. Sometimes some parents fail in their responsibilities. That's the responsibility of taking care of their children. And when you fail to do that, I wonder what you expect at old age. Because old age serves as a period of paying back. The children will pay back to their parents the investment they have made on them. So if any man or woman or any parent fails to invest on the children, that person has already planned to fail at old age.
Okay. Now, this expectation of children should take care of their parents in old age, do you think it is wise, or do you think it's healthy, or is it a burden to the children? Because now let me make an example here. I heard about this man who actually, not even apart from the one I heard, it happens. We see them on a daily basis. Now you see a father who gave birth to children and doesn't take care of the children, maybe for one reason or the other, abandons them and left. After many years, he returns, and maybe due to him not being capable enough, they'll tell the children, "Oh, do you get what I'm saying?"
Yes.
Now, these children, he was not there for them. In both cases, both the mom and the I'm not just talking about the man alone. If the mother was not there or the father was not there, in the process of these children growing up, now when they grow up and maybe become something in life, the parents comes back and say, "Okay, please, I'm the one I gave birth to. I carried you in my womb for 9 months and everything." Is that not a burden to the children because you were never there? You never did anything. So do they owe you any responsibility in that case?
In this case, let me cite the Bible in, I think, Galatians chapter 6, verse 2 or so. That's the law of sowing and reaping. That's what I'm trying to quote.
Okay.
Whatever you sow, that you will reap. If you sow bad seed in your children by abandoning them at their youthful age, definitely, it might come back to you as it is. So the children may even abandon the parents when the time reaches. Like, let me cite this example. There is this woman who got married to a man, gave birth to 3 children, 2 girls and 1 boy. At the time, because of the quarrel in the family, he abandoned the husband and the children. The children suffered and suffered and suffered. The man vowed never to marry any other woman. Then he suffered and took care of these children till at their graduation. The girls married and then became somebody in the society. The young man himself, that's the only son, became, in fact, he was a well-to-do person. Then their mother sneaked back. First of all, went to the youngest girl. I want to say, "Who are you?" "I don't know." He said, "I'm your mother." He said, "I don't know you. I've never seen you in my life." She was dismissed. She went to the second daughter, the next daughter. The husband said, "I never saw you from Adam. How can you now claim that you are the mother of my wife? I cannot welcome you in my house." She left. Went to the son. The son said, "You are coming to me? When you abandoned me at the time you were supposed to take care of me. Look at me now. There are certain things I am lacking in life just because you abandoned me. And you want me to take care of you." The son as well ejected her and she was homeless. So just look at this situation. It's just because she failed to do the needful to these children. And at the time when they were supposed to take care of them, they rejected her. Yeah. That is the law of sowing and reaping.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Now, in regards to what you said now, That is exactly how it is logically, because
Yes.
you cannot reap where you did not sow. But let's bring it down to our culture, especially in the African culture. Even when it is clear as day that, okay, a parent did not participate or didn't sow anything in a child's life, when they come back, they will tell you that, "Oh, he gave birth to you. No matter whatever happens, you should let go of it and take care of your father or take care of your mother." Don't they think that this, in most cases, these things now leave emotional damage to these children? Because when you grow up without the presence of a father, or the presence of without the presence of a mother, and you struggle to see yourself through, to become whatever you want to become, and now someone comes from somewhere and tells you that, okay, because I gave birth to you, I should. And culturally, the elders in the society feel that you owe them an obligation. Whether they were there for you or not, they believe you owe them an obligation to take care of them. What would that say to the mental health of that child as a young person?
Oh, well, and this other case, you see, I have to answer this question with another analogy. A man at a time got his first son from his first wife, then married the second wife and abandoned the first wife and the children. The first son was just there. He struggled. Somebody took him on this thing we call boy. They took him to Onitsha, trained him on trade. Then at a time when he was visiting home, he told the father, he just decided to tempt the father. He went, "Daddy, please, I want to go back and I need some transport fare." Actually, he had it, but he wanted to tempt the father. The father said, "Get away. You and your mother, you are very stupid people, foolish people. How would you come to me now to ask for money? I cannot give you." He said it starkly. It registered in this young man's subconscious. He went back. The father never knew that this boy has finished with the trade session. He has now established on his own. So there and then, the young man said, "You will only eat my money except you are dead." So when this man died, they called the man, "Hey, your father is dead and you have money." He said, "Yes, I have money." And I promised him something. "Now I'll do it." In fact, at the burial, he got up to 7 cows killed for people to eat. Made arrangement for his parlor, put him in the parlor. But at the time of burial, he used one kind, how will I call it? Can I call it carpenter or carpenter made type of coffin to bury him? So he has fulfilled his own heart desire because the father kind of prepared him when he was in need. So in this our society, they say, you have to take care of him because he's your father, because he's this and that. Yes, he himself accepted that he will take care of him, but it should be at his death, that taking care of his dead body, which he had done. Entertained people lavishly, did lavish burial, but to the man, he never showed anything gratitude. And that was why he used, in fact, he bought a very good coffin with which they brought the man back. But at the time of burial, he removed that particular coffin and used the capping mummy type of coffin and buried him. Yeah, at last, he said, "I have paid you according to your own coins."
Okay, that is exactly telling his father, you have reaped exactly what you sow.
Yes.
That's a beautiful one. That particular aspect where children, that means it is not a bad thing. It is not wrong for a child to pay back the parents in whatever coin you use in raising them. It is not a crime.
It's not a crime. Personally, I don't see it as a crime. I don't see it as
Okay, let me ask you a quick question now. You're raising your children.
Yes.
You're taking care of it. You're training them to become something
Yes.
when they grow up now. Are you training them because you're expecting financial help from them in your older age? Or you're just training because you want to give them the best?
And to me, I want to give my children the best. I want them to be on top. Because in my church this time, the monthly theme, the theme of this month said, I am redeemed to be on top. So I want my children to be on top. And for them to be on top, I have to give them the prerequisites for them to come up. I am not doing it because I am expecting from them. Because I know that at my retirement, my benefits can take care of myself and my wife. But it's for them to be balanced in the society. It's for them to be recognized in the society. That is why I am spending whatever I'm spending now to bring my children up. And I believe every reasonable man should toe that line.
But a lot of parents are training their children because they are expecting financial repayments at their later age.
Yes.
A whole lot of them. You will hear, sometimes you hear him as I'm taking care of you now. I feel like they are putting burden on that child growing up, because you're telling the child that whatever I'm giving to you now, you have to return it back. Every parent owe their children that basic support and to make sure these children grow. Not because you're expecting something from them, but because you want them to stand on their own. A lot of young people now, I have to do this one. It brings about this burden, this pressure to make it in young ones.
Actually, some people put themselves under that pressure.
You mean the young ones?
Some parents, yes, some parents as well put their children under that kind of pressure. Last time my first son came, as he came, where's daddy? I said he went to church. He called me. I said, daddy, I came home. I said, okay, wait for me till I come back. He waited. On the course of waiting, he came here at your superstore. Okay. Bought certain things for me. I said, the moment I get, daddy, this is your, who gave you money? How have you made this money as to buy things for me? Don't you know I'm still comfortable? You see, he himself said he saw it as a way of paying back.
Okay.
Not as a matter of pressure. He saw it as a way of maybe showing gratitude. Yeah. As a way of showing gratitude. And that is what the society should be now. Because you don't put unnecessary pressure on your children simply because you are training them to train you back. Yes, they have their bit culturally. They have their bit to take care of. But it should not be incumbent upon them that they must do it. So maybe later in your life, they can help you in Medicare. We are, like in our own case, we are National Health Insurance Corporation files. Maybe if it demands something higher, operation, things like that, which may demand higher money, they can now come in to support, not as a matter of carrying the whole bulk of responsibility.
Well, thank you very much for that.
Thank you
very much. Now, before we go, what exactly do you have to say to parents? Because like you said now, you ask your son, where did you get the money from? Why are you doing? A lot of parents don't ask that question. Their own is just go out there, bring money home, take care of us now. And they don't know. They don't care where the children are getting that money from. What do you have to say? What do you have to say to parents who depend entirely on their children to feed them, not caring whether he's doing fine or he's not doing fine?
You know, there's a saying that to whom much is given, much is expected. Most parents think that when they their investment is upon their children and their children will give them back. I have to advise so that it is not always like that. Given this present condition, the present Nigeria, you may take somebody, like we gave an example here, up to PhD level, yet he is applying for a job of gate man or driver. It's just within his level because the country is too bad. So you don't expect that they have to do all this and that for you. Sometimes parents be at daggerheads with their children. And because the children could not do this at a particular time, like somebody wanted to take a title. He expected the children to come, sponsor everything, this and that. And where the children were unable to do that, in fact, he goes at daggerheads with them. It is not the way. I have to advise we parents. We have to struggle now to put what we will use in future. Yeah, like those of us in the civil service, let our pension at least substitute for whatever we expect the children to do.
Thank you very much.
That is it. Thank you, my dear sister.
Thank you very much. So our viewers out there, thank you very, very much for watching. It was an interesting conversation with Sir here. And please do not forget to follow us on our social media handles. It is very, very important. Follow us on Facebook. We drop videos every day for you to watch. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Instagram at Serenity TV and subscribe to our YouTube channels. You can hit the notification button. So whenever we post a video, you get a notification. Thank you so much for watching. Until come your way next time, I remain your host, Gloria. Bye for now.